I'm going to literally delete this game off my... What is that? Oh, it's just an ad. It's just an ad. All right. Time to delete this game off my goddamn freaking Xbox. Oh, I am so done with this game. It's 117 gigabytes. There's no reason for us to have it. We're done. Yeah. I do. So I can so I don't know how we can rank them different because like I don't know what the differences were. I'm gonna quickly do a Google search on it. Gears of War 1 versus Ultimate Edition. Same plot as the original style with visual upgrades and some stylistic changes. It adds 5 single player chapters, which were exclusive to the PC version of the original game. What? Following changes were announced. Definitive Edition runs at 1080p. Reanimated cutscenes. 17 characters from Gears of War 3 in multiplayer, which I don't really care. New leveling system, don't care. 90 minutes, 5 chapters in Act 5 of campaign from the PC version of Gears of War. A new normal difficulty. Weird. I didn't know that they had something like that. Multiplayer game types, 19 maps. Added enemy spotting, multiplayer TACCOM sensitivity customizations from Gears of War 3. Okay. So it's like quality of life stuff. It's not even that different. So I think that we're completely safe to just do same ranking. Oh, I just realized you're not being heard. I'm really stupid. There we are. All right, now you are being heard. I totally forgot about that. I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't talking to myself. I was talking to Tima.
So how do we want to rank Gears 1?
So for me, I would definitely go for Gears 1 for me is either a
Okay.
or an S. I love Gears 1.
Okay. I'm gonna go S tier. I feel like in terms of the experience had in that game, I don't think it could top what has been done. Is that a good sentence? I feel like the experience we had in that has yet to be topped by
So,
any other Gears game.
yeah, basically what you're saying is the experience was so high of a bar that everything else kind of like pales in comparison.
Because like the final boss was phenomenal, and I do enjoy when they give that easy way to defeat a final boss. So
But if we
you
didn't
could
have
face
that
them head
way,
on.
I was gonna say if we didn't have that way
Yeah.
of beating it, that thing would have been that would have been the war of attrition because that boss fight is hard.
But you know what though? I like when a game does that. It's just like, hey, look, if you get kind of inquisitive enough with a game,
Yeah.
you can find different ways to get around an enemy.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, like that is like a good tactic to take it. Not only that, I think enemy variety through the roof, from the shadows to oh my god, the glass rain. Like even though glass rain isn't like an enemy
Yeah.
per se,
The
but just
the
having it
krill
where it's like
themselves.
between.
So they
Yeah.
had a lot of really cool ideas in Gears 1 right away. Like the locusts obviously are the locusts, like they're going to be the main bad guys, but then you have the krill, which they show up and insta kill you as soon as you even get touched by them.
So good.
It's crazy.
So good.
And then the razor rain. What the hell is up with the razor rain?
And why has it not come back? Oh, and also Hammer of Dawn. was like water.
Yep.
It was so easy to get and use
Yep.
that I was that Hammer Dawn's personal favorite. And of course, besides being the first ever Gears game, obviously it's also the Lancers introduced.
Yep.
Um, we get to know the crew. Like I think for good first interactions and with all these different enemies, yeah, I'm easily gonna give that S tier.
Yep. You also get the best Nasher
Um,
shotgun too, and then the hammer burst is an actual. I'm sorry. Yeah, the hammer burst is definitely a burst weapon instead of just a single shot. Like
mhm.
freaking the
And which
game is
they
so
didn't
good.
fix until now.
That's
Like
right. They didn't
they
fix it
literally
until 4.
so good, and then they messed it up until 4.
Yeah. All right. So
Um,
Gears
so
2.
Gears 2, right? Sequels are always tough.
They are.
What happened in Gears 2? Feel
What
bad, but like
what
I don't
happened in
remember Gears.
so what happened in Gears 2 was um we were trying to locate the Locust Queen because we were in the
Oh
middle
yeah,
of the big battle. And after the
yeah.
first event of the first game, we realized that the locusts are way more dug into the earth than we gave them credit for. Um, and we were
Hmm.
trying to, and the entire objective of the game was to wipe out the locust, so that we can finally end the war.
And I feel bad, man. What Marcus's buddy
Marcus's buddy,
started
yeah,
with
well, his,
Dom.
yeah,
Um,
Dom's wife
his
was,
wife.
yeah.
Yeah, that was sad. I will say that was a sad gaming moment.
And then the other
Um,
thing too is the fact that the queen knew who Marcus was right away. So like there was
hmm,
also like that history, um,
yeah, that's
because of
true.
his dad.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't really get that until Gears
Um,
3, basically.
yeah, so it's tough being the sequel, but also being the filler game. Good though. I remember at least having fun. Yeah,
Yes.
because once he said the queen, I was like, all right, she was bad, bro.
Yep.
Oh, that was she. She reminded me of Oh my God, now I can't remember any names. Rita Repulsa, Power
Oh yeah.
Rangers, same design,
Yep.
kind of mixed with the was it Zordon? No, not Zordon. Who was the really menacing looking guy that was with her too, who had like that staff?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I gotta Google.
Shit. Yeah.
We're all googling Power Ranger villains.
Power Ranger.
Oh, 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 I just saw
Oh,
him.
Lord Zed.
He's a guy who looks like his meat skin.
Lord Zed.
Zed. Oh my God, yeah, it looks like Repulsa mixed with Zed.
But
Like that was a
I
cool
will
enemy
say,
design.
the way that they produced it, where the queen looked so human like, um, it was kind of like a
It
weird,
was weird.
yeah, it was a slap. It was like a slap in the face a little bit for like being like, yeah. Um, turns out that the queen is more humanoid than you think, and the locust might be more human than you think too. So
Yeah, which I mean doesn't really make sense to me. I'm like, how is she the leader? Like we're assuming she's human-ish because in her appearance, but like why? I don't know why they
they,
went like design of the armor and stuff is cool, but it is like that. Like I agree, it's
I
kind of weird that she looks human.
I will say the way that they produced the like the way that they had it with the torture pods, with
Yeah.
the way the torture pods with Dom's wife and all that stuff, um those things could be linked, and especially with now we have more evidence with Gears 4 that there could be a lot of
Mm.
links to Locust being like mutated people.
Yeah. Which I will say I guess that is kind of cool, I would say.
Yeah.
I think it makes more sense because it seems weirder that it's like they just exist below. And I'm like,
Yep.
we would have discovered this sooner, I feel.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember
Um,
how they like really describe the actual like what the locusts are, but I mean,
so
it seems like there's some sort of mutation of some sort because I mean they all have like they have different versions of themselves. Like there's like there's actual mutations of the locust in each other in the
oh yeah,
rankings.
what did we get the Lamnin in Gears 2 or 3?
Two.
I think
We
it was
actually
2,
got the
wasn't it?
Lambent in Gears 2 as well.
That was kind of cool though.
Mm-hmm.
So Gears 2 ranking, are we going I want to go B.
I also would
I
probably put
feel
it
like
in
it
B.
is close.
So here's my reason why I think that B is like the solid point. Um, just like we mentioned with Gears 1, they nerf the hammer burst, and then they also
Sadly,
heavily nerfed the shotgun in Gears 2. And not only
you think so?
that, oh dude, the shotgun was I never wanted to touch the shotgun to be honest. The shotgun was that the first game that they introduced the sawed off as well? I can't remember. Um
Hold on. I want to go yes because I don't think I remember.
Gears of War
I don't think
2
I remember Gears 1.
guns. Gears of War 2 weapon.
See, I feel like this is. I really kind of like that we're doing this now because I feel like this is a good refresher of everything we've gone over before
Yep.
we hit Gear 5.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so as far as guns, whoa, as far as weapons go for Gears of War 2, um, we got the introduction of the Gorgon pistol with the screamer dudes that like bring out
Ooh, those
more of
pistols
the
are kinda cool.
yeah. Um,
Ooh, those are good enemies though.
oh, we also get the first introduction of the shield, the like the most broken thing in the game.
Oh yeah. Ah, but you know what? That was cool, but it wasn't my favorite for Gears 2 because you could only use your sidearm.
That's true
You know,
until I mean obviously until
honestly,
Judgment, but like I get what you're saying.
until Judgment, yo. Hmm.
And then let's see. So they also introduced the flamethrower, I believe. I don't remember if the flamethrower was in the first game. Uh,
Okay.
so realistically,
Sure.
if I had to take, yeah, if I had to like really like break it down as to like you know each individual weapon, um, I mean, unfortunately, my loadout was gonna always be Lancer and like some sort of sniper or boom shot or the Hammer of Dawn if we had it. I didn't really care too much about getting the Hammer Burst. I didn't care too much about having the shotgun at all. And then the flamethrower, I mean, wasn't really my cup of tea. So
Found a problem here. Gears Judgment is not on this list.
wow, it isn't. That's
We're gonna use that
crazy.
for we're gonna use that first Gears one to represent Judgment. That's just
The pop figure one or
then
Gears one.
no no. Yeah, the Gears one all the way at the bottom here. Like
Jeez.
that's not on the list yet. Because there's the remake up here, but then it's just like the first one. I don't know why it's a double. Maybe the person who made this meant to do Judgment.
Which, by the
But
way, is kind of crazy thinking about that for a second because, like, if they don't have Judgment on here, but then they have the Pop Figure game and Gears Tactics, they're counting those two games
someone
in the
forgot
main
something.
canon compared to Gears Judgment, which is just stupid.
Mm.
All right, so yeah,
So
I
here's
would
I
say
want
hard
I want
B,
a challenge. Hard. I'll take a hard B on
hard
it.
B
I
on
want to
Gears
add an
Two.
extra challenge to this because
Now,
I'm gonna put. Obviously, we didn't play 5 yet, so I'm gonna leave
yeah,
it there. I want to do this because I just thought of it now. Since we have enough categories of Gears games we played, no category can share 2 games.
oh, that's
It's got
fine
to
with
be one or
me.
the
Yeah,
other.
let's go. I'm down.
Word.
Um,
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, I'm
Gears.
not
We're
down.
gonna use this one as Gears
I'm not
Judgment.
down. Hold
Sorry,
on.
brother.
Okay.
Sorry.
No. I'm saying I'm not down because now we need to bump Gears 2 down to C.
Uh, mm,
Because
okay.
I
I'm
believe
gonna let that
Gears
sit.
3 is better than Gears 2.
That's a big fact. All right, we want to put. Well, hold on. Gears Judgment over Gears 3 or Gears 3 over Gears Judgment?
Oh man, that's a tough fucking call, man.
Look, I have my opinion already because if I had to pick
I probably
Judgment
picked
over
Judgment over
3,
3.
that's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Judgment over 3.
I don't think Judgment is bad at all, but I can say that the gameplay style, all right, maybe if Judgment toned it down the wave-based format, it would be kind of better, but I can't say that having, you know, I don't know, because I didn't really feel bad when Marcus's dad died. I wasn't too attached to him, you know?
I
I feel
so
bad, but
I feel bad, obviously, for that. I feel bad for dude. The one thing that we didn't even talk about with Gears 2 was the introduction to our wonderful truck driver.
oh my God, that's right.
Yeah.
Someone put it to B tier.
No, I don't.
No,
I
he
would
was
put
so
Gears 2
cool.
still below Gears 3 because Gears 3 had a lot of
You know what?
resolution.
Yeah.
Plus,
And Gears 2, you know what they also had on top of once we got the truck driver? It was very cinematic driving and shooting at like
yeah.
the locusts and stuff.
Yep.
Like that was really cool. So, but
Wait, which game
it's
was
got
it?
a bad.
Which game was it that we rode the flying locust thing? Was it 2 or 3?
That was, I'm positive it was 2.
If that's 2, then I think 2 might be,
Two.
honestly, now thinking back on it, I think 2 might be better than 3.
Really?
I don't know, because the thing is, Dom's whole like story arc is so fucking sad, and like the way that it comes to resolve in 3 is it's top notch. I love the fact that like we're still playing Gears and we're still remembering Dom. Like he's never gone, you know?
Yeah. And not even just that too, Marcus as well. Like Marcus losing his dad, I think that was like one of the very few times we've ever seen, no pun intended, but the chip in his armor
Mhm.
where like that man cried. Like and I'm sitting here, I'm crying. I shed a manly tear and I'm like, you know. All right. Well, I'm gonna put Judgment A tier. I think that is a comfortable spot. I think story was cool. Gameplay was great. Wave based, it was okay. As much as I really like it and we had a lot like fun with it, don't think it could top Gears 1 though.
No, no, I don't think so either. I had the most gameplay enjoyment out of Gears Judgment, but I had more of a wonderful all-around experience with Gears 1 because we got to experience the crew instead of it being like, you know, it's Baird and a bunch of misfits because that's basically what Judgment was.
Yeah. Oh, but you know what though? They were enjoyable though. Like as the bunch of misfits, I think the way they approached it, I think was really organic compared to just throwing. Because I think that was a problem with Gears 1. Gears 1, they threw us Baird, and we're like, I don't care about this guy. He's like the least important person on my list of people.
Yeah.
And then, like, we get Judgment, and they give you all nobodies. We have Baird, and we have Cole. And that there was enough for us to go, okay, well, it's the same situation. We're like, all right, well, we like them, but I don't care about these other people. And then we get them, and you're like, oh, well, now I like you.
Yeah.
And
Oh man,
it's
I
that
like you
constant like giving
now.
us.
I mean, all right, listen,
Will you be in
I
the
think
next
that
game? And then they weren't.
I think that Baird got a lot better as we got into Gears like 2 and 3. Obviously, that was the whole reason
Yeah.
why I think Gears 3 is better than 2 is because Gears 3 had like just a lot of storytelling for all of the main cast and then
Mm.
also included some additional characters that um they were trying to like do like the whole it's the new crew, but then they were kind of like, bitch, get out the way, it's the old crew, we're here, like, you know, that whole thing. um
All right, I'm gonna place because I feel like
Yes.
With that being said, it's got to be Gears 3 above 2.
Yeah.
And D for dog shit, we're putting it in Gears 4.
If I could put it in a lower tier, I would at this point, because that ending was so abrupt. I can't freaking believe that that was the end of the game that we just experienced.
I got you, bro. Watch this. We're gonna put it into
dog water.
we're gonna put into there's the never played and the wish I never played category.
I mean, all right. To be, we have to be fair about this assessment with 4. JD, Kate, and Dell.
right.
Okay, let's go with the main characters. First things first.
Mm.
I think that the main characters are freaking stupid. I think that they're all dumb.
They're bland, bro.
Dell was the only one that actually made me chuckle.
Yeah.
And we don't play as
like,
them.
Yeah. And the thing is, they're so bland that when you throw Marcus into the mix, I was like, dude, I'm sorry, Marcus, you got to go through this with us.
Yeah.
It's like, I know that's your kid, but I more pity you that you have to be on the team. And you can't even play as Marcus. I would like to play as old man Marcus. I mean, here's the thing. I will say, in fairness of Gears 4, in terms of storytelling, yes, they do have to. At some point, you have to pass the torch in a franchise. Because, how long is this war gonna go? And how many times are you gonna paint this story where, like, oh, it's only been a year and we're still fighting? To kind of be like, all right.
I mean, like, obviously it wasn't like, it wasn't just like a year, It was definitely like that whole things were quiet on the Western Front with the with everything going on, and eventually it did become that whole, oh well, out of nowhere here comes this whole thing. Because the thing that we don't get right away, and actually we didn't even get it at all, other than just the one cutscene where Baird was talking about it, was literally, why the hell, out of all times, were we being chased down by these robots?
Yeah, and yeah, that's a good point. We never really got a resolve. We don't even get to see what happens with Jin.
Yeah, Jin's just kind of like there
the entire game.
Yep.
And literally, Bear's just like, oh yeah, that's not on me. That's how Jin used the robots. And I'm like, I know that's not the explanation. That simply can't be, because we just spent 8 hours playing the game, and that's the explanation.
Yep.
It's literally, Gears 4 kept doing the thing that's annoying when people write things, where they go, it's kind of like how I just said a sentence. I never specified things. It's, why being chased? We don't even know. Who's he? And then Baird shows up, and it's just, that's why she just did it. And I'm like,
yep.
Can I have one direct answer in this game? Just in general. Like, can I just have, like, anything at this point? Can I just not have this game of telephone or whatever? Like, it's a game of guess who. And I'm like, I'm kind of tired of guessing. Like, I'm not saying you have to hand me everything, but you got to give me something. The only bright side is, and this is the only bright side, they played this game decent enough that we were guessing one person. So when Barrett showed up, we were like, yeah, I guessed it was Barrett. And then Cole, and all right, you know what?
Well, the thing is that, like, we were expecting Baird, but we were expecting Baird for so many chapters, and the whole, like, payoff of, oh, thank God it was Baird, instead of, like, just being some random ass person, Like, imagine if it wasn't Baird.
If they didn't pull from Gears Judgment, like any of those characters, and it was just a dude, and they're like, you don't understand. Before I teamed up with Dom, this was my guy. Like, dude, some guy from, like, Marcus's past, like, we went to school for 2 years together.
That would literally ruin everything that we were trying to go for, because, like, obviously, like, the whole game itself has just been, like, it like you said, it's just a lot of, like, it's just like teasing. And like the whole thing about why we're giving it such crap is like, yeah, you're teasing, but like you can't tease without like actually telling us what the payoff is. Like, I don't know.
Hmm.
So, I will say the main characters suck. The guns are good, except for the fact that the
Yeah.
enemies are goddamn bullet sponges.
Oh
And
my god.
my
Yeah,
god.
we I love how in this whole thing we didn't even get to that part. It's just like, hey, you know what? The enemy sucked. Like it's so good when you have a good gun because it feels rewarding to take down the enemy.
Right.
Not in
Until
this
you
case. In this case, it's just sad. It's just sad. They
yep.
just expended every bullet you had, and you were just like, okay,
You
you.
literally
It's
heard the
not
word
like a
you literally heard the words suppressing, and immediately you're like, "Oh, well, there goes my entire ammo." Because like that's
yeah, like I might as well look for a crate while I can.
dude, the best part about like when we faced off against the boomers
Mm.
in Gears 1, like cuz it was the first time you see these guys are like boomers and grinders, I think. Actually, I think grinders came in second game, but like you meet the boomer. I'm going to look this up. Gears of War 1 enemies. Let's see. So, do you really just
Gears
not
4.
want to give? Dude, I can't. It is pretty crazy, right? That like we literally just hate it. Um, let's see. So we have
I think this is
Lambent.
I think
What?
this is the first game I think we've ever played on stream that we legitimately hate.
I mean, I can't say
Yeah, I think this
hate.
is
I just think that it was a dislike.
strongly dislike.
So strong dislike.
Yeah,
All right. So we have
and I find that
drones.
interesting.
We have drones, scouts, snipers, grenadiers.
Oh my god, the drones sucked. I hated the drones. The Guardians, when you first meet them, they seem like a formidable opponent, and you're like, oh yeah, I could.
Semi
I feel like after
scouts.
that, you're like, yeah, I'm good.
Snipers, grenadiers. Theron guards? What were the Theron guards? Oh, they had torque bows. Right. Krill boomers.
Oh, yeah.
Semi-common in all acts, none in Act 1. Yeah, boomers have boom shots. Okay, so yeah, so basically it's like I thought it was. So in Gears 1, you get boomers, and the
Mm.
boomers like show
Yeah.
up and you're just like, "Oh shit," because that's like a big enemy. But the thing is, it's doable
Mhm.
to take it down. It's not something that's just like, "OMG, I have to like expend my entire clip of my gun and then also on top of that almost spend my entire like my entire like ammo dump of my other gun just to take down one of them."
Because you know what it is? Boomers before
Yeah.
were the thing is when they sent them out with other enemies, you couldn't like the whole team had to divide their attention.
Yeah.
Um, but if you guys were all to form on the one boomer, lay into him, you could take him out. In this game, which we've just seen in this exact stream,
Yep.
where we all focused on one enemy and laid into him, and he kept going, and there's just no way.
Yeah.
That's not realistic.
So as far
And
I mean,
look, I mean,
a lot of people are going to if a lot of people ever want to like rewatch the VOD so that they understand like what the hell we're talking about, like the first
mm,
stream we did of Gears 4 where we did nothing but the robot stuff. That was misery. Absolute misery.
it was.
Those robot enemies are horrible, and the guns are cool. I think that the guns that they produced were awesome, but the thing is, the
Oh yeah,
actual
great.
the damage output for some of those guns seems like you were hitting them with like peas instead of bullets.
I had one of the guys before one of the guys with the shoots the chainsaw, right?
Yeah,
I went to his face with an overkill, and I had what three clips in there or something, and I laid the entire ammo of that gun. This is a special weapon.
yep,
It's called the overkill. Um, right into his like face, right in his face. Dude was licking the barrel, And nothing. I did not even phase him. I had to switch to my Lancer, lay into him. You were over on the other side laying into him, and then he died.
It's
And
just
I'm
not
like,
fair.
he doesn't have armor. He doesn't have. We've met enough enemies that are like bullet resistant stuff. We get an idea of how that works in this universe. There's just no way.
No.
I'm sorry, but there's just not.
If an
Um,
enemy like that enemy can take like 5 headshots from a sniper and still live, that's a bad design. Or not bad design, that's bad coding.
going on for that. Did you want to break into Gears 5 or did you want to save that for a rainy day?
It's up to you, man. I'm totally down for doing it.
Yeah, I'm like, you call the shots. We did the tier list. We can start it up.
I just
Would
want
you
to
like
say
another hour
one
some
last
Gears?
thing about Gears 4 that we have to like
Yeah.
we just have to address it. Like
Mm.
this game tried so hard to play the nostalgia factor. And as much as it worked for us because we were like, oh, thank God we recognize Marcus and we recognize Cole and we recognize Baird,
Mm.
it didn't. The other characters around us didn't matter. The thing we were going after for the entire goddamn game, which was
Oh my
Kate's
God. Yeah,
mom,
we didn't get that part.
no one cared. No one. And
Yeah.
that's the problem
Except, look, I will
except for
say-
Kate, of course.
No, no, the Marcus line was that one was good. I will say anything about the game is that it's just like we need to get you here. She's like, I don't need protection. She's like, no, but you need time. And I was like,
Right.
that's a really good line.
Yeah.
But the fact that not the characters didn't care in the game, they're literally sitting outside. It kind of looks like they're having a bit of a blast. Like they're just like, oh, when she gets out, how about we go back and do this? And then like she comes out crying, and then JD's like, oh, like if you just go back, watch the scene. Like JD just kind of looks up and he's like, oh, Kate's there. I'm like, you know she was in there. You know this is like a traumatizing moment. And like I mean, I did feel for Kate when she was cutting like her mother out of the whole thing. I was kinda
Sure.
like, all right.
I mean, you have to have some sort of
see how
emotion
this
in
is
general.
sad, but-
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the thing is, I see how it's sad, but I'm just not moved by it. Is
No.
the difference.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
So, I don't know.
It
But I
just
guess that
poor
does it.
execution.
That's our that. I like to call this our Gears tiers.
Yeah. All right. So
I just call it.
Gears tiers for now at least. I mean, because obviously we're gonna rank Gears 5. We should.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
I was gonna say we should play Gears 5 and rank it, and then. But the thing is, obviously, it seems like if we're gonna do this whole thing of like, because right now it seems like we're doing the full ranking instead of just like where it belongs in the tier list. Because, truth be told, I think that Gears 1 and Gears Judgment belong in S tier. But the thing is, I can't stack.
That's a big fact. That's a big fact.
It's
I-
great,
That's
dude.
why I had to bring that rule in
Holy
because
fuck.
Judgment gets S tier.
Yeah, dude, Tima, it's amazing how little I've heard of Gears Judgment at all, and that was one of the most fun experiences we had with Gears. Like crazy.
It's it's like enough people have said. I'm gonna go back and watch our VODs of that because
Yeah.
I guarantee in the beginning I said I don't know if I heard anything, but I heard mixed reviews. Like I heard it was
I heard
good,
nothing. I heard
and it was
nothing about
bad.
this game. Zero.
and I'm like, so literally I'm like, you know what? I guess we'll see what happens. Or maybe I said that for Gears 4.
Gears 4, I
But
heard it was
I,
bad.
like, literally, I just feel like at this point, I'm like, like, look, if we could stack, yeah, easily, Gears Judgment goes into S tier. That's
Yeah.
not even a question.
100%. Same thing
But
with
I
Gears 2 and
definitely
3
think this
stacking
is
too.
good. Yeah, I would say that's fair. I feel bad giving Gears to the lower list, but I did feel bad with Marcus's dad dying. Wasn't fully
Well-
moved by it, but I was like,
Well, it's because of the fact that we
Mark
put it
is
in
good
tier.
enough.
So we put it in the letter tiers. If we just changed it to like
Yeah.
this is our ranking, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. then I would say that would look a lot better than saying like this is an S tier, because like for me an S tier game is something that you have like the most fun and the most like replayability for, and that was by far Gears 1 and Gears Judgment. But the thing is like Gears but like I think that in this sense, people just need to look at it. If we ever post this, people need to look at it as not the letter ranks, it's the number ranks of like this is our top game that we thought of, and blah 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 blah.
I'm definitely gonna. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold off on saving it right now. I think when we finish Gears 5, we should reevaluate this entire, and then do not just how we did it now, but also stack. Be like, okay, yeah, this is easily best replayability, best weapon, best gun. Like, kind of go from there, kind of like a 2-piece.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take the tiers off here.
Wait, Tima, we need to do this for Halo. We need to do this for Halo.
I already thought that. We do need to do it for Halo.
Can we do it now? I want to do it for Halo.
Do you want to do it now?
Yes, I do.
Okay, give me a minute.
Oh man.
Give me a minute. Then I'm gonna have to switch to here. I'm gonna switch to my stream opener. I'm gonna get the tier list up. the rest of the stream will just do tier lists.
Right. No, well, not. I mean, obviously not. But like, I mean, I get what you're saying.
I'm actually getting a lot of stuff just for logging into Gears 5 for once.
I'm hoping that my Gears 5 is actually fully installed. Because it was asking for me to install.
Yep. Mine is not, so it looks like we actually cannot do it.
But it's weird because my game is installed on my Xbox. I don't get it.
Same.
Is it gonna...
Alright, yes, I...
Welcome to boot camp.
Yeah, because it's asking me to fill in the entire... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Wait. I'm getting spoilers. No, stop. I don't want it. The game is, like, loaded for me. Okay, so I'm going to quit to main menu. Because there's...
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. This is crazy.
35% playable. What the fuck, game? What happened?
Because you have to... Yeah, because that's what they're doing right now. They're doing...
No, but like, why is it installing?
You have to install the game?
It was already installed.
Yeah, you have to install the game? Yeah, you're not even hearing me, bro. Because I literally just opened it up and it said... You have to continue installing, and it's literally, it has you download the game. I just found this out now. You have to download the game and then install it.
It's downloading stuff, no, but here's the thing that's really weird. It's downloading the game again. Like I'm looking at the queue for like the downloads, and it's saying that it's trying to download 59 gigabytes of Gears 5.
Yes.
But where is it downloading
it's literally doing the game.
Where is this putting it?
It literally...
Game installed on 2 drives.
Yeah, my campaign is 75% playable.
Oh, is it because I don't have it on the internal? That's what it fucking is. I don't have it on the internal.
There's also DLC.
Yeah, for having Game Pass Ultimate.
That is pretty cool. I'll say that.
Yeah, I do like that. I mean, hey, it is a first party.
We're gonna do.
I have to do this. This just took the. So I know I say this phrase a lot, but it takes the wind out of my sails. Like whenever stuff like this happens, it does. It just takes the wind right out of sails, man.
Okay, so. Well, I mean, it literally looks like we can't even play it now at this point.
It does definitely feel like you can't play
it.
All right. It is what it is. We'll just have
Halo tier list.
Halo tier list for sure. Yes, absolutely.
I have it up on the screen.
All right.
So
we need to go over
stacking.
the ones. What are we ranking? So we did all of the Halo games together. Yes, we did all the Halo games together. And Tima's face is in the
Mm.
way. Whoops. There we go. There you are.
Hey.
So, we did all the Halo games together. We just finished Gears of War 4, and we just did a ranking of that. That is going to be pending, obviously, to what happens with Gears 5. But that being
Yeah.
said, Halo stuff. So we have Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST, Reach, 4, and 5. We don't have a rank on Infinite because
Infinite.
Tima hasn't done it yet.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna instantly drop that one to never played, unfortunately. Just really for me, obviously,
Yes, I agree.
because just our joint Halo rank.
All right, so
Okay. So we're not gonna do stacking because I like to make things harder than it has to be. Um, no, there's no ODST?
no, there is ODST, I think,
No
somewhere.
ODST.
Look on the bottom of that first Halo 3
Nice.
one. I think that one
No,
is.
there's Halo 3. No,
Uh,
there's 3, Reach, 4, and 5.
what's that
Oh,
one say?
I see
Yeah,
what
there
you're
it
saying.
is.
Yeah, ODST. No, yeah, you're right. Sorry, I missed that one.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's
Okay.
just it's hidden away because of the white background.
Yeah. So, we gotta hit it. Can I get Halo 1? Because I'm ready to fight on this one. I
Okay,
just want to hear what you want to say first.
Halo 1 is an A.
Han. Before I want to.
I saw that. I
Reach
saw that.
Reach is already making S tier. All right, well, that's spoilers, but Reach is going to S tier. I'm gonna fight everyone on that one.
No, you don't have to fight anyone. You and I are the ones making it, and I.
Sick. Oh, I want to hear it.
No, seriously, Halo Reach is the best campaign that Halo's ever had. 100%.
This is easy going up S tier. That was an easy fight. I'll give you. Look, we're sharing custody of this tier list, so you can have it on the weekends as long as I get Reach.
Well, so I mean, the biggest thing obviously is that I've played these campaigns more than once, obviously. So for me, it's I just know my thoughts on all of the campaigns of where they belong. So, but the problem is that obviously you might have some differences. So, which we'll figure it out. I'm pretty sure you and I kind of share almost the same mindset. So,
Yeah, I was because you know what though, it's also a shared experience with it too.
yes, it is.
So that might make it, maybe a little more biased with some of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just quickly Google. Dude, there's a Halo 2 condom. There is.
What?
There's a promotional condom.
No.
Oh, look, man. If anyone I want to have my back, it's Master Chief.
I mean, fair,
Listen,
fair, absolutely fair.
I'm gonna put it in the Discord.
Oh, Gizmo, I have to post you
it-
this. I have to post you this video. Is it still this one? Yeah, it's still this. Gizmo, I'm gonna post a video in your memes, and you have to. It's just funny as fuck. It's the most random. It's the most random thing that
Really
LeBron James has ever done in his life, and I love it. Yeah. So, all right. So, where we stand right now, Halo Reach and Halo 1 are in their proper spots.
I would say so. Can you run me by the campaign of Halo 2 again?
Sure. So, Halo 2 starts off with the Arbiter being basically branded because he failed in the first Halo ring because he was part of the whole leading the crew to the first Halo ring, and Master Chief beat them up and blah 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 and blew up the ring because they realize that because the humans realize what the hell's going on, but the Covenant don't really know. Can't watch that video in Canada? That's stupid. Okay. Hold on.
Damn. Oh, no, my phone.
Oh, it's because it's from it's because it's on ESPN. That is really stupid. Why'd they do that?
Also, check the DMs.
Yeah, I will do that. But regardless, so Halo 2's campaign. Oh, what do we got? Boop. Oh my fucking god. And the gobbling glizzies. Oh my god, dude.
The glizzy gladiator.
I mean, it's pretty damn great. But the thing is, like, Jesus Christ.
That's a different tier list for another time.
All right, Gizmo, we're gonna try posting this one and see if maybe that one works for you. Anyway, so Halo 2's campaign, Arbiter gets branded because he was like he like failed, and the Covenant is like, we don't accept failures, blah blah blah. But then also because of the fact that he got branded, he's been basically like given this whole, you have a new role in the Covenant, blah blah blah. But then Tartarus, this asshole brute, is basically trying to start an uprise.
That's right.
Yeah. So he's trying to start an uprising to be basically like, the brutes are the ones that should lead the Covenant, not the elites or the Sangheilies, because that's what the elites are called, the Sangheilies.
Okay.
So Master Chief is being like decorated with honors after what happened with Halo 1. And the Covenant are just like, hey, yo, we don't like you, and we don't like your humans, so we're going to start invading your shit. Yeah. So they started. So what the Covenant do is they glass planets. They literally turn the entire surface of the planet into glass, which basically kills the planet. Your whole thing that you start doing is you're just fighting off the Covenant forces, because you realize that the Prophets are assholes, and you got to get rid of the Prophets because they want to blow up the Halo. They want to activate the Halo rings to go on the great journey, because that's exactly what has been prophesized with the Forerunners, is that the great journey is going to be fulfilled and basically leads everybody to salvation, which essentially means extinction. As you're playing as the Arbiter, you realize that the brutes are basically doing their shady shit, and after a long ways away through like crossing paths like left and right of like where they're going, Chief and Arbiter end up with the grave mind, the basically like the hive mind of the Flood. And the hive mind of the Flood gives them a whole exposition about how, hey, what you guys are doing are the exact same thing, but like, or sorry, what you guys are doing are like on opposite ends, but you think that your means are justified in the end. So it's like the Covenant believe that what they're doing is right, and the humans believe that what they're doing is also right with trying to get rid of the Halo rings. So it's just a matter of beliefs. So overall, then it becomes a matter of Tartarus takes over. Tartarus has the Index. Tartarus has the Tartarus has Captain Keyes' daughter, who is basically the commander. And yeah, it's the biggest thing about Halo 2's campaign. There's a lot in it. It's like watching Matrix Reloaded. That's the best way I always put it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like I love Matrix Reloaded, but the thing is, it's a bridge. It's a bridge. It's just a bridge.
So, I hate to do this, but or do I hate to do it? I want to go C tier.
I think Halo 2. I think Halo 2. Honestly, all right. So if Meathead was here right now, he would be crying. I think that Halo 2 belongs in D.
Can we get Meathead in on this? Is he available?
No. This is between you and us. You and me.
All right, we do this again later, but with me just because I
Bro,
want
if
the
we do
audio.
that, do you realize? All right? So I've been streaming for 6 hours already. Do you realize that if we did this
Mhm.
with Meathead, we'd be going for 6 hours debating Halo 2?
I will happily, is that a word? I want with the most happy go and review all of the Halos just for this event if we can get Meathead because
that's
I would.
that's a
It's like all
podcast.
right. It's like getting me into Star Wars and be like, all right, you're gonna have to rank these, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm happy to fight. Like,
I mean for sure. Anyway,
okay, but
so I
can
think
we can we agree Halo 3 B tier? Is that a
yes, I think so.
okay?
I think so. That's
I was gonna
ODST.
say
That's
if
ODST.
oh no, that's other one. Give me the other Halo 3.
Okay, so I
Okay, now
I
here.
absolutely think that where we sit right now is basically like this is my headcanon has always been anyway. I think that Halo Reach 1 and 3 were top notch. And then unfortunately
Can I?
I say this all the time and everybody that like loves Halo 2 and stands Halo 2 always give me flack for it, which is I always think of Halo 2 as it's just a bridge. It's not a full story. It doesn't give
Mhm.
you a full like
Yeah,
rise and fall. It doesn't do that. The only fall that we get is that you kill
but
Tartarus in the end of it, and that's it.
yeah. Tartarus was a cool character design though.
I do like Tartarus, yes.
Um, my thing is, if I think I agree. Top three are Reach 1 and 3. Um, I would say not in this particular order though. I would actually go 3 over 1
I figured you were going to say that.
if I had to put it down.
I figured you were going to say that.
You know what? I think the Flood were really cool, and you know what? And they the beginning of Halo 1 is iconic, and if I had to put that, I would put that above the ending of Halo 3 because I do think the kind of warthog driving out is fun, but also kind of like I feel like I'm watching an 80s action movie
So
during the ending of 3.
that here's the reason why this like in particular thing like us talking about Halo is like it's so
Hmm.
it's so weird like with the fact that like you and I are talking about it cuz if you and Mel were talking about it, you guys would be more or less on like a better wavelength about understanding like the tropes because you didn't have you didn't do what Meathead and I did, which is you didn't wait for the game to come out day one so you can have it day
Yeah.
one. Like that whole thing.
It's different. It's a different you were grown and bred through the series,
Uh-huh.
and I got to pick up the pieces, like just to
Yeah.
go like, oh, like you were the farmer, you sowed the seeds. I just came around and bought the corn. That
Yeah.
was it. Like,
But to be fair,
no, I agree.
like to be fair though about this, Halo Reach also is not at all deemed as the top game in most Halo players like head canon.
No.
It's
Well,
crazy.
the thing is, the tier list idea came to me like more recently because I've been watching the AI president stuff, which I thoroughly enjoy. And I've been watching them do tier listings, and I did see like I saw one on Halo, and I remember there was a fight that broke about Reach, and some people are like,
Okay, can I take a guess?
no,
I haven't seen
yeah,
this video. Can I take a guess that Donald Trump was on the side of putting Halo Reach as the top one?
no,
It wasn't.
opposite. It was Biden that wanted to put it top,
Okay.
and then
Can
Obama always plays the middleman in the
can
stories.
I can I just point out as a little aside, I've watched many
Hmm.
videos of this AI stuff so far of them like ranking stuff or talking about
Yeah.
things, Donald Trump has been written to spit the most facts out of all of them, and I hate it. Anyway,
There was depending on who makes the AIs, which is like some of them are like really good.
yeah,
The ones I hate, like I like the Zomboys, where it's like Bush, yeah, it's Bush, Trump, Obama, and Biden doing like the zombie Easter eggs.
yeah.
Um, but there are some where like they write Trump just to like curse the entire time, do this, and like those are the weak.
Oh, of
My
course.
favorite AI ones are RoboJoe is one of the channels.
Robo Joe.
Um, they make really so good. They make really good AI ones. RoboJoe and there are two others that I watch like consistently. I don't remember their names off my head, but they make the best ones because they always make them more like friends. And like I feel like this AI stuff is like I've been on top of like AI progression for the past year. Um, except this is going to be a technological side tangent here. How AI has evolved since October, right?
Yeah.
October we get the AI art. We get that. We get by like December or January, it goes to the court to be like, oh, AI art is not real art. We have AI that has evolved. Do you know Spotify has their own AI right? It's called DJ. Go on Spotify, look up DJ. It's a circle, and it comes up like a real DJ, and it speaks to you, and it is detailed. It's all of its algorithms based off what you listen to. But the craziest part is it's seamless AI to the point where it's only ever stuttered once, and it sounds like it's a real person delivering lines to you. You know, and one of them's like, "All right, we're gonna take it back to 2019, where you're mainly listening to Young Gravy," and like it's seamless. We get that. Now we have the AI president. I've even used voice AI. Like it's gotten so good that I feel like to an extent it's almost messing with my perspective of people
Yeah.
because like I'm watching like the Biden, Trump, uh George Bush and everything like I'm watching them go like some people write a good story and with the AI and its precision delivery of how these people speak um it feel like a little bit it's like messing with me cuz now I'm like I see things about Trump and I'm just like yo I'm like you know like I start thinking like he's more of like the person I'm watching in the video than how you know he is as a real person and like I know they're not friends but I'm like I'd be damned if I'm not convinced though.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool but I think to a larger extent also somewhat concerning, you know. That's my AI tangent for a minute. um I'm just thoroughly impressed. I am absolutely always impressed by technology.
Yeah.
I bring that up like a lot in like streams and stuff. I'm enamored by it, but there is that part of me, and I think it comes from being so interested in cyberpunk and dystopian
Oh, for
sci-fi
sure. Yeah.
movies and books that you can start to understand the negative effects of technology, and it's kind of like that where I'm like, oh, I love the advancements, but I'm also concerned of their its advancements at the same time. Um, you know, so it's kind of like that. It's a give and take, really.
Yeah.
But anyway, my that's my tangent on there. We'll get back to Halo now that you know,
Right.
I've expressed my concerns of AI.
No, it's. I mean, hey, listen. I mean,
Oh,
it's just happening right now. You know, that's the big thing. But for
I I
the
think it just has to be addressed, you know.
yeah, but I mean, like, just to bring it back to like why we even brought it up. I mean, like, you know, obviously, Halo Reach is by far one of the most contentious stories that exists in Halo, because
Mhm.
there are people like us that will stand the fuck out of Halo Reach. But the thing is, there are people that believe that Halo Reach, like, they didn't have to make it because of the fact that, like, well, I mean, it's just like if they made, you know, like with the fact that they made Rogue One. They didn't have to make Rogue One, you know?
Yeah.
Just
Mhm.
saw the video? Hell yeah.
Does it really add much? Like, does it really add much? Perhaps not. And I can see how people are like, oh, I'm supposed to be attached to the whole Noble team in one game. And I'm like,
But
I think that's a
yes.
testament to the writing of the story, though, to the point where I'm like our first time playing it, I was kind of like, I don't quite understand. Like this person got killed and this person got killed.
Yeah.
It came at me really like all at once, and I was like a little confused.
Oh yeah.
I
No, yeah, the
finished
emotions
going
come
through the
flooding
campaign,
so fast. Because like you get that feel.
regardless of not even being. Yeah, no.
I was gonna say like the way that they always pose it is like you know what's coming because they've talked about the fall of Reach for literally since the
Mm,
beginning of the game, literally since the beginning of the series. I mean, and
yeah.
you finally get to experience what the hell's going on with Reach and like Noble Six. You don't really hear about Noble Six at all, the Noble team, and like
Mm.
the only thing that you get out of it is you get a cool cast of characters that were trying to like defend their planet basically, and I personally love the fuck out of it because you know what the end result
Mhm.
is, but they still subvert your expectations as to how they fell instead of it being like, oh, well, they all just like got blown up by like this big ass ship or something, you know?
And you know what? And like I said, that's testament to the writing. To go, like I said, first round, I was confused, didn't really get it. The second time though, I played, and I sat there and because I really kind of breathed it all in. I'm like, okay, let's really listen to what they're saying,
Yeah.
follow the story. And the first time we played and it's that final fight, you know what I mean? Like everyone gets off like Reach and you're just there and you're just like, this is it.
Yep.
And it's just survive as long as you can.
Survive,
And I'm
baby.
like, wow, just going out
That's it.
a literal hero. And then the thing is to see the clip from when you take the helmet off, and I'm like, dude, that's that's touching. That is like, damn, like just damn. um, so from that, right,
Yep.
Halo 4.
Halo
I was
4.
on Halo 4.
So, oh well, we didn't put ODST down. I think ODST belongs in C.
Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna go with that because you know what? Can I? Oh, sorry, double stacked. Can I go? Is this bold? Can I just put 5 in F?
Yes. No,
I
please
feel
put
like
it in F, please.
does that like I feel like that final strike of ODST finishes our list.
So here's here's
Like,
here's what I want to point out for you and also
okay,
for our listeners. The
hey,
For gameplay wise, this entire tier list would be completely shuffled because like gameplay
oh, agree.
wise, gameplay wise, I would probably put Halo 3 at the top. But the thing is, I
Yes.
I don't think of it as like when I think of campaign, I think of the story plus the gameplay. Because I mean, like, look at what happened with Gears. I had fun playing Gears like for time at times, but like, or Gears 4.
Hmm.
I had fun playing Gears 4 at times, but like the thing that we just did with the giant robots, like that shit was so fun. But the thing is,
Really
ultimately,
was.
ultimately the game itself as a whole was not up to snuff. And that's the same thing for Halo
Yeah.
5. And here's the thing with Halo 5. I went back and started playing the game again to pay attention to the story. And that story is so mind-numbingly dumb that I don't know
Mm.
how the hell 343 got away with that at all. But like
You
they're the
know,
Halo makers.
Halo 5 is the only one. Yeah. Halo 5 is the only one I ever have played twice. Well, besides Reach. In terms of like, I played it before we started playing. It was the first Halo game I ever played,
Yeah.
and which is unfortunate. But so like, I remember literally playing it the first time. Like, I had a good time because like Halo has really fun. gunplay and just general like mechanics are really fun.
Yeah.
Especially at that lightness, it's that lightness to jumping around, especially like multiplayer. And I remember I was just like, well, I had a fun time playing it, but I don't care about it.
Yep.
And that's really where it kind of sat with me. And then when we replayed it, I'm like, same thought.
Yep.
Like, same idea. I don't care too much for it still. Um, and it's unfortunate, but that's how the game's played, I suppose. But I agree. If we had to go like gameplay, yeah, this board be shuffled. It's not even an argument. Um,
The other,
Reach is cool.
yeah.
How do you the armor abilities are interesting. Um, I
So
don't I don't necessarily remember too much of
here's
ODST,
here's
but
here's
I
the
know I
way that
did
I
dislike it.
here's the way that I so if we were going for like gameplay, um, gameplay
Mm,
wise, I would probably put Halo 1 pretty far down. And that's the problem with Halo 1, honestly, is that it's
yeah.
it's the first foray. So it's old.
Mm,
So like
yeah.
when you have a brand new game, literally have never like done anything with it, and the number one thing that you get out of your experience with the game is that the story is fire, the music is fire, the character is great. The
Mm,
gameplay, on the other hand, is a little bit floaty, and like that's kind of
yeah.
like what Halo was trying to go for anyway, because it's a space shooter. But like, it's
Mm,
obviously it's in comparison to the other games that came after it, because just like technology, it gets better and better as we go through the years. So like, as far as gameplay goes, Halo 5 was really fun to play. I just can't stand its story. um
yeah.
Halo
And
3, Halo
it's the
3 was
unfortunate.
great.
Mm. I would say if I wasn't so compelled by Reach's story, Halo 3 would be S tier for me. Like
Oh,
that
for
would be my
sure.
number one. And but here's the thing though. It's also because it's like a nostalgia thing more than anything. Because I never played. All right, well, going back to my experience in Halo, right? I only ever played the before I ever had a Halo game, which by the way wasn't until we started playing. Um, I only ever played the Halo 3 multiplayer. When I went over my buddy's house, he would be like, "Yo, you want to play Halo 3?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't, I was still playing PlayStation 2. I was not on that." And I was like, "Oh, like I don't have that game." He's like, you know, because like I thought online you needed a console yourself to do it. And he's like, "No, man. We can do like multiplayer split screen." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yep.
Oh my God, dude, the amount of like arguments I used to get in with people. You remember 360, but I used to argue with people on there, and that was my favorite. And then every time we'd hang out, he'd be like, "You want to play Halo 3?" I was like, and then I would sleep over my other buddy's house like years later, and he's like, "Oh yeah, like you can build Halo 3," and he made like racing maps. So me and him would race in Halo 3. Um, it just is so good. And then finally playing the story. I even had the action figures from Halo 3, and I still never played the game. Um, and then finally, years later, I'm like, this story is also as good as the hype was.
Yep.
Um, that's sold it to me. Still does. I still go, that is the definitive Halo game, Halo experience. That is Halo to me.
That is
Um, but
100% the
Reach,
definitive like Halo experience. Now the thing is, I unfortunately fell hard in love with Halo Reach's gameplay, but like if you talk to anybody about
mm,
like the definitive Halo, if you're talking to a tryhard, it's Halo 2. If you're talking to a not so tryhard, it's Halo 3.
oh
So,
yeah,
um,
yeah. No, tryhard's definitely Halo 2.
oh,
It's
100%.
always the sequels, man, that people are tryhards for. If it's not Melee, it's Halo 2.
Well, the thing is, though, is Halo 2 like did have some pretty like great multiplayer. It was the first one that also was just on like Xbox Live. But
Yeah.
that being said, though, like as far as our list goes, like clearly, like I'm unfortunately you can't really top how I feel about Halo 1, unfortunately. Because as much as I loved Halo 3 story, like Halo 1 is it's one of my favorite games of all time. It's still up there.
Mhm.
Even though I think Halo Reach is a better package all around, Halo 1 still is like I will go back and just play Halo 1 just because it's Halo 1. Like I love that game. So, like
I definitely
it's
have to replay it.
so I think that where we stand with this is like this is literally where this is my ranking as well for Halo. Like 100%,
Mhm.
like just straight up my ranking. Now, if I was to like put it into how we were like with the games, right? So
Mhm.
like if I was to put it as to how we were with the games, I would probably put so I would bump Halo 3 ODST down because we were going through it, but the thing is like it wasn't as explosive as like when we were just like having fun with the gameplay of Halo 5. Halo 4 would be on the bottom.
It's true. Mm.
So yeah, like based on how Tima and I played the games, Halo Reach is by far number one. Halo 1 is number two just because of the fact that like this was your first ever experience with Halo and you got to like understand why the series opens up it like a whole new door of just like Master Chief is a
Yeah.
badass, Cortana's great, like
Mm.
Captain Johnson is a
Yeah.
legend. Even Captain Keys. Captain Keys is great. I love Captain
Mhm.
Keys. So it's like
Underrated.
and then 343 Guilty Spark, like the actual like robot, the monitor is like always just fun to like talk like to hear his conversations. So it's like there's so much atmosphere and Halo 1 just hits it out of the park. As far as like for our gameplay
If I
purposes, it definitely was
hmm,
Halo 3 and then after that was honestly Halo 5. Like for our experience.
I literally was just gonna say that.
Like
Halo Reach. I mean, sorry, sorry. Halo 3, number one. I would go Halo Reach, then Halo 5 because, as we've said so many times in the past, if you shut off your mind and just play Halo, you'll have a great time.
100%.
You'll have such a blast.
100%. If you do
You
not
know,
tie it to Halo at all, it is 100% such a good time. Like through
it's
and
so
through.
sad.
I know because the gameplay's fun. Oh man.
It's ah,
And that
it's
speaks
good. I mean,
volumes
I
too, by
think
the way, about Halo 4 cuz Halo 4 was kind of like like that's it.
it was mid.
It was
It was mid. I mean, like here's our like story listing. So I'm like, yeah, I put 4, 5. Um, but yeah, I Halo 2 and 4, unfortunately, Halo, sorry, really C, D, and E, ODST 2 and 4, kind of forgettable to me. Well, granted though, this has been like what,
it's
almost like 2 years since
it's been a
we
while.
started.
Yes. Also, by the way,
So,
the fact that you're saying
so
ODST is
maybe
forgettable is also sad because ODST's story is so cool.
I know I feel bad. I kind of have to revisit that one to be honest.
Yeah,
But um, so I think this does it for. I feel like that does it for today. No,
I think so.
about to
Yeah.
hit the 3 hour mark. I feel.
Well, 3 hours for
Um,
you. I've hit
here's
6.5
five.
hours for
Oh
myself.
yeah, that's right.
So, um,
Uh, Gears 5 is like 30% downloaded.
I
So,
am almost.
I'm gonna.
I'm at 78% with my campaign. Did you remember to shut the game off? Because you could shut the game off.
I did. No, I did.
Okay.
It's just it's not a fast one here.
Yeah.
um so I guess this is kind of where we'll leave it for now. So as we do here in
Yes,
the
it'll be a
archive,
first playthrough. Yes,
I
Gizmo.
I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. Of course, my name is Tima, the Master Archivist. You can find those links there. Uh in my chat, you can see the YouTube link, oh, perfect. YouTube link, and you can see the Twitch link as well. Obviously, Twitch, but people on YouTube. Um, today. I hope you enjoyed the I hope you enjoyed all the controversial picks that we've had.
Sorry I dropped
And
out
then
there. I
I
pressed a
also want to
button.
give shout out here, my boy Dante Spada, Mel's Mara. Always got to give
So,
love,
yeah.
and that pretty much
I've
does
heard
it
the
for
same
today.
thing, Giz.
So
Like 100% I heard the same
really
thing.
coming up, um,
Um,
really the next time I'll probably be streaming is for Crispy and Crunchy Power Hour with Dante again. Um, Other than that, I release videos on YouTube every Monday and Tuesday. So stay tuned if you do like that. I have to do.
yeah,
I actually
no
have to go
problem.
watch a new episode
No,
of Bad
thank you
Batch now,
for
and then
stopping by.
I'll
Thank you
probably
for
start
hanging
making a
out.
video
It's
tomorrow
been a long
for
day
my
of
Master
stuff.
Archives analysis.
And yeah,
So I
fun.
want to try to do retro year. Still try to work some videos in for that.
But I will
really,
say,
I'm just making a lot of music right now.
hell yeah,
So
that's
I'm
what's
just really
up.
busy with that
I mean,
currently.
it's
Um,
unfortunate that like Gears 4.
and really,
Yeah,
I
it's alright.
want
Don't worry
to
about it.
either do
I was
a
literally
big
playing
day of
a
retro
nostalgia
gaming,
game. I was playing the
or
game Black, which I haven't played in like
I'm
ages.
definitely doing videos on it on
The other thing
YouTube.
too is I
So
also have
stay
I was
tuned for
also
that. Mr. Dante,
oh
thank you so much for joining me for Crispy and Crunchy Power Hour. I
oh
simply can't do it without you. It's literally in the name.
yeah, for sure. But hey, as far as the next time that we get to do Gears, just hit me up with
Yeah.
what you're looking to do, because I mean, I should be available to go whenever. I mean, if we're going to be doing like a later night, no problem there, but so
Mhm. Well, I'll keep you posted.
yeah.
I mean, it's probably gonna be later this week, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I'll probably be good. Yeah, you know what? I'll take a look at the schedule. But with that being said, thank you so much for everyone for tuning into this transmission from the archives. And until next time, of course, as I say, may the force be with you. Boop. That's the sound of the stream ending. Zoop, zoop.
All right. And then as for I just want to finish up over here. Just give me 5 seconds. As Timo was saying, we're gonna be back with more Crispy and Crunchy doing Gears 5. Gears 5 should be fun. But otherwise, just be on the lookout for pings. I don't really do social media things much anymore. Just I don't know. Because I'm just kind of like going live when I feel like going live. So just be on the lookout for what I'm doing. If you guys are wanting to see some more Endwalker, I'm gonna try and keep doing that. But otherwise, I will pick God of War back up again. I swear. I'm not gonna abandon it, because at this point, God of War is definitely something that I want to do. I just got so heavily into Destiny recently, and that is why I haven't really been doing God of War. Because I've been playing Destiny, and I hate it. Because I hate it, but I love it. Because of the fact that it's fun. But anyway, that's it for me. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, or a good rest of your night. And hopefully I will see you guys soon. I might be on tomorrow, but I have an interview for a job tomorrow, so fingers crossed for Dante. Anyway, catch you later.